what Carney meant was that the exchange rate is going to be an important consideration for their monetary policy making, because the lower the pound goes, the higher the risk of inflation overshooting on the upside. And he mentioned as well that there could be a limit to how much policymakers can look through inflation. So I think what markets needs to be aware that at a certain level of the pound, it is really hard to drive it weaker. Right now, the pound is driven by every piece of news out of the UK Parliament. So it is not so much driven by the economic data, which is actually holding up pretty well. It's actually driven more by the noises on the political side.
But that did have an influence. I guess, traders are taking this really as more doubtful that we'll get further easing from Europe.
Yeah, correct. Well, with regards to the pound again, I think just to keep in mind that at the current level of the pound exchange rate, we are not very different from the levels that we have seen in 2008 and also 1992. Those were the levels that in the height of fear in 1992, when the UK withdrew from the European exchange rate mechanism, the same fears dominate back then as of now, which is whether UK can have access to the single market and whether their current account deficit will be sustainable. But in fact, this level of the pound is actually enough for the UK to start to heal on the current account balance side.